Hey everyone, it's Emily here. I'm really happy you're with me today. I hope wherever you are right now, on a walk, cleaning your room, studying, sitting on your bed, or riding a bus, you're feeling safe and comfortable. Because today, I want to talk about something gentle, something powerful, something we all need, and that is being positive. I want you to imagine we're sitting together, not in a classroom, not in a formal setting, just two people talking. Maybe you have a cup of tea or coffee, maybe you're lying down after a long day. Just picture that. And take a slow breath with me. In and out. Okay, let's begin. Being positive. We hear those words everywhere, right? People say it all the time. Stay positive, think positive, be positive. And sometimes people say it too easily, too quickly, as if it's a button you can just turn on. But real positivity, it's not a button. It's a practice, a slow one, a soft one, a daily one. And honestly, some days being positive feels impossible. You wake up tired, your mind is full, your heart feels heavy, life feels too big, too fast, too much. And in those moments, be positive doesn't feel helpful. It feels like pressure. I want to tell you something important. Being positive does not mean acting happy all the time. It does not mean ignoring your sadness or pretending your pain doesn't exist. It does not mean hiding your tears or forcing yourself to smile. Real positivity is something different. It's softer, it's quieter, it's kinder. Real positivity is saying, I'm struggling, but I believe I'll get through this. I'm tired, but I'll keep moving. I failed today, but I'll try again tomorrow. I have pain, but I also have hope. That is positivity. Small, gentle, human, real. I want to tell you a story, a personal one. There was a time when I was overwhelmed. Everything in my life felt like a puzzle with missing pieces. My schedule was full, my responsibilities were heavier than usual. I felt like I couldn't meet anyone's expectations, not even my own. One night, I sat alone in my room. No music, no lights, just quiet. And all I felt was pressure. Pressure to be strong, pressure to be productive, pressure to be positive. And you know what I did? I cried. A lot. Not because I was weak, but because I was tired. And that night, I learned something huge. You can't force positivity. You have to allow it to grow naturally. The next morning, instead of telling myself, be positive, I told myself something simple. Just be gentle today. Just gentle. Not perfect, not strong, not cheerful, just gentle. And that small change, it changed everything. Positivity isn't about being the sun every day. It's about finding a small light, even on your cloudy days. I want you to remember something. Your emotions are not your enemy. Your sadness is not your failure. Your frustration is not your weakness. Everything you feel is human. Let me repeat that. Everything you feel is human. Now, let's talk about positivity in learning English, because I know many of you who listen to me struggle with confidence. You try to speak, make a mistake, and suddenly you feel embarrassed. You think, ugh, why am I so bad at this? How come everyone else speaks better? I will never improve. Let me tell you a secret. Every successful English speaker you admire today has felt that exact same thing. Every single one. No one starts excellent. Everyone starts scared. Everyone starts slow. Everyone feels nervous. Everyone makes mistakes. Positivity in English learning isn't saying I'm amazing all the time. It's saying I'm learning, I'm trying, I'm improving. It's okay if I make mistakes. I'll try again. That's positivity. And if you practice this, your English will grow faster, not because of talent, not because of luck, but because of your attitude. Your attitude is more important than your grammar. Your mindset is more important than your vocabulary. Your courage is more important than your accent. Being positive doesn't mean you speak perfectly. It means you speak bravely. Sometimes positivity is choosing to speak even when your voice shakes. Sometimes it's choosing to try even when you're scared of failing. Sometimes it's choosing to laugh at yourself instead of being ashamed. Let me speak directly to you for a second. Yes, you. You, listening right now, you are doing better than you think. You are trying harder than you realize. You are growing even if you don't see it yet. You're learning not just English, but life. You're becoming stronger, wiser, more patient, more resilient. And if nobody told you today, I'm proud of you. I want you to think about the last year. Where were you 1 year ago? How were you feeling? What were you struggling with? What scared you? What felt impossible? And now look at yourself today. You may not be exactly where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. That is growth. That is success. That is something to celebrate. Here's the truth. You can't control everything in life, but you can control the way you talk to yourself. And so many of us talk to ourselves in ways we would never speak to a friend. To a friend, we say, "It's okay. You'll be all right. You're trying your best." But to ourselves, we say, "You're not enough. You're too slow. You're not improving. You're failing." Why? Why are you kind to others but cruel to yourself? You don't deserve that. You deserve kindness too. You deserve love too. You deserve patience too. So today, I want you to practice positivity by practicing compassion. Speak to yourself softly, like you would speak to a child, like you would speak to a friend, like you would speak to someone you care about, because you should care about yourself. Let's breathe together again. Slow breath in, slow breath out. You don't have to rush. You don't have to compare. You don't have to meet anyone else's timeline. Your path is your path. Your journey is yours. And by the way, positivity is not something you do once. It's something you do again and again. Every morning, every challenge, every mistake, every moment. It's a choice. Not a big one, just small ones, tiny ones, every day. Some days positivity looks like smiling. Some days positivity looks like resting. Some days positivity looks like saying no. Some days positivity looks like taking one small step. And that counts. That matters. That's real. I want to tell you another story, a small one, but it taught me a big lesson. I once met a woman, very quiet, very soft-spoken. She wasn't confident in English. She told me, "I make mistakes every time I speak. People might laugh." But she had the most positive attitude. She said, "But even if I make mistakes, I'll keep trying because every mistake means I'm learning." That sentence changed me. She didn't speak perfectly, but her mindset was perfect. And because of that, she improved so quickly. Not because of talent, not because of luck, but because she believed something simple. I can learn. That's positivity. Not loud, not dramatic, just calm confidence. Let me repeat something important. Being positive is not about being cheerful. It's about being hopeful. You don't need excitement. You need belief. Belief that you can grow. Belief that you can improve. belief that you can survive difficult moments, belief that tomorrow can be better than today. Positivity is not a smile, it's a decision, and I want you to make that decision gently, not perfectly, just gently. Let me speak directly to your heart now. You're doing your best, you're trying, you're learning, you're growing, and you deserve to be proud of that. Your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Your progress doesn't need to be fast. Your path doesn't need to be straight. You're allowed to be slow. You're allowed to be unsure. You're allowed to be human. Positivity is not about speed, it's about direction. And you, my friend, you are going in the right direction.